Oh, baby, how you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. All my life, you're a friend of mine.
It's CC and Adam.
Welcome to Momlennial Podcast. I'm the mom. He is the millennial. And she over there climbing up the TikTok charts, Gen Z.
That's me.
Making coffee syrup and chocolate chip cookies. What else you been doing?
Hey man, the people love it. I baked the cookies. I put the cookies on the cake plate. Someone said my tip about guacamole yesterday was top notch.
Wow.
I read that today. You want to give everybody your little guacamole tip?
Yeah, I was going to say, consider this your mom tip prep. So whenever you store guacamole, if there's space between the top of the guacamole and the lid, the guacamole turns brown. Not good, not the best. No one likes eating brown guacamole. Even if it does taste the same, it just like visually, there's just something off about it.
No go.
Kind of looks like you're eating poop.
I made a little bit. It's a little icky.
It's an artistic dimension.
So on Tuesdays, I make taco bowls, and usually I'll make a little batch of guacamole and then a little batch of like pico de gallo salsa type thing.
Yes,
so
please.
When I store the guacamole, I put the guacamole on the bottom of my little storage container, and then I put the pico de gallo on top. So then you have the pico on top and the lime juice from the pico dripping into the guacamole, which prevents it from getting brown. Exactly.
Do you want an easier tip?
Just put present seal on top of the guacamole.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just put present seal and I eliminate the air barrier.
Exactly. I just do it with food, and then I don't have to store two separate things.
I just love how you guys act like there's time for guac to turn that color. The whole darn thing in one serving, to be honest. That's how I protect it.
That's true. Did you guys hear that they are bringing back McDonald's birthday parties?
What? No way.
Uh-huh. Okay, so we've talked about this on the show before, how, Adam, when you and I were kids, it was like the best birthday party ever when you got invited to McDonald's, and they had their own sheet cake, and you got a tour of, that little udder thing that they pulled down the mustard and the ketchup and the reconstituted onions.
Oh, yeah, the 90s udder thing, of course.
And you got your own burger. Ew. It was just the best. It was just like, it was the best party ever. So I think McDonald's listened to our podcast or something, and they got to thinking to themselves, we really should bring it back. And so they're offering birthday parties for kids. Would you like to guess what it would cost to bring 10, like your child and 9 of their little friends to a birthday party in today's dollars?
$12,000.
No, but seriously.
Okay.
What would you
for
think?
reals.
What would you
for
guess?
10 kids
would be appropriate?
And a few
10
adults.
kids. It's a burger.
And a little tour. Yeah. I'm going to guess, sincerely, I'm going to say 200. Yeah, $240. That was close to my guess, too.
$990.
No! They better make those burgers way bigger than they are nowadays.
What?
If that's the case.
Take those kids to rebounders. My gosh.
It's almost $100 a participant to go to McDonald's.
Is each kid getting every item on the menu possible?
Yeah. What's the deal?
I don't know.
McDonald's think they're offering kids that's worth $100. Like my birthday parties growing up, went to Crick's Cruisers and drove around some go-karts. That was sick.
It was probably $990 for that birthday party.
but for burgers, fries, and a
every
tour,
other year.
Can you even believe it?
I can't even process, because first off, you're getting the food, which is the food. And then you're in the play area. That shouldn't cost $900. So let me tell you something, unless everyone forgets their socks.
No, wait a second. Do they have a play area anymore? I thought they kind of got rid of like the really cool play area. And I think they got rid of all remember when people started putting hypodermic needles in the ball pits?
Yes, we talked about this last time.
Oh, was this an 80s
I
thing?
think
Because
that's
everything
sort of-
happened in the 80s. Everything.
Yes.
That
yes.
and aspirin and people's Halloween candy, but that's
God.
neither here nor there. Or razor blades.
Bye-bye headache.
But I think the play place went kind of out of favor after all of everybody has nostalgia for how good things used to be. You guys didn't have to worry about
Totally.
eating razor blades in your Halloween candy, okay?
No, but we did get norovirus every 2 weeks from that darn ball pit. It's like jumping into a germ
Fair enough.
casserole. It's disgusting the more I learned about it getting
Ew.
older. Yeah, it's brutal.
Ugh. No, I thought the play places
$1,000.
just closed down because of COVID.
I'm sure.
Like,
Everything got
That's
ruined
how
after
people
COVID.
phased them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, it has been 5 years since COVID.
Yeah.
Oh my
5
word.
years.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it feel like 500 but also like 3 days sometimes?
Is there
Yeah.
anything you miss about COVID?
Nope. Not okay. Obviously all the tragedy side of COVID, the not rushing around as much, especially those first few weeks. That was
Such
kind
a
of okay.
millennial.
I know.
Were you
God,
rushing
what'd you-
around?
What did you?
Were
would
you
like to-
rushing around pre-COVID? Adam, you and I
Oh.
were doing the radio show
All the
pre-COVID.
time.
You were not rushing anywhere.
That's true.
There's
Well,
no
maybe
rushing.
maybe I was just like around. If you take out rushing. But you didn't have to, your long commutes were no more. I didn't have a long commute. But for those that have
Wait a
one,
minute, were you-
Yeah.
Were you in youth ministry during COVID?
I was. Yes. So it was this weird, like I went full time 8 months before COVID happened. So it was like that first year of learning everything. So you're kind of scurrying around, getting things down, all the crazy kid events, and then all of a sudden, nada. And let me tell you something. If you're a teacher, or youth minister, or any administration person who tries to keep kids awake during a Zoom meeting, God bless you, because that's a
Zoom
fun
meetings.
time.
That's the only
my
bad thing
gosh.
that came out of COVID that kind of stuck around, these Zoom meetings. Adam and I were in a Zoom meeting yesterday.
We were.
And we were
that's-
Oh.
we were side texting each other, and then you could see each other laugh on the screen when they
Oh my god.
I did.
Like middle schoolers.
I did feel like we were passing notes.
Yeah, we were in roll call.
They were like, "All right, we really need your attention right now," and I'm like,
Yeah.
laugh emoji.
Oh well, we better stop laughing.
And I was like, "Oh, what'd they say?"
Texting gifs of each other of
What?
people rolling their eyes and
They were
doing whatever.
There were gifts.
It was a good meeting,
Yeah.
and then we're eating sandwiches, the ones that were in
Oh.
person at the meeting. And you're like, "Is it lunchtime?"
Okay, Ellie, you know
stuffing our
my
face.
problem with misophonia, right? I have a problem with
Oh, good
misophonia. I
Lord.
also don't enjoy watching other people eat, even if I can't hear them eat. So I'm on the Zoom from Michigan. Everybody else is in Tucson, and everybody is eating food. And so I text Adam. I'm like, "Did someone bring
Yeah,
you
we
lunch
were.
or something all at the same time?" Like it was 1:00 there. So you thought you were having like a group. You were all going to be in a group, and then they separated you out to your own individual offices,
So
right?
what happened was, the radio station I work for, the network has remote people all over the country, but I'm there at the headquarters here in Tucson, Arizona. So we were going to have all the people at the headquarters have sandwiches and eat while we start the Zoom meeting in the conference room. 3 minutes before they decide we're going to do it from our computers. So we're all of a sudden grabbing all our sandwiches and all our food with our mouth, and we're running to our offices, and we sit down, and I have 2 stacked sandwiches on my plate, which you can see on the camera. But every time I took a bite, I would go out
You
of the camera.
lean
like
off
that.
of camera, and then you would
I would go-
lean back
I'd go,
in.
God.
Lean
I would come
out.
back in, and then I would pretend I was scratching my nose over my face while I was chewing, so it looked like
At least you
my
were being
nose-
discreet. There was other people on there that were not so discreet.
Just chomping away on their
We're-
lunch while talking
we're all
about
pretty.
whatever.
Yeah, we're pretty comfortable
I
with
kept-
ourselves.
I kept changing my view, and I would be like, "Ooh, I'm out of gallery. I don't want to watch everybody eat. I'm out of gallery view. I'll just look at the speaker."
There was one time where I thought you dropped your computer. I was like, well, "Where'd you go?"
I was trying to move it. Because it was like shooting up at the ceiling, and I hate that on Zooms. When all you can see is like the person's nose,
Like
up their nose to the ceiling tiles.
your forehead.
Anyway,
See,
Very
look what we
Gen
learned in
X of
5
you.
years with Zoom meetings.
Zoom.
I don't think they've learned though. Every time it's like, can you see my screen? Is everyone here yet? You're on mute. Like, we've been doing this for 5 stinking years. Get a grip. We know how to do it. Log in and you're good to go.
Ellie, we had someone tried to play something with audio and you could see the video but not the audio, and it's just awkward because everyone's just like, we can't.
And then someone has
hear
to be
it.
the person that's like, are you we can't hear the volume.
Yeah.
Like, I literally was in a work meeting today at my corporate job and someone had to go, are you trying to share did you mean to share your screen? Because we couldn't see their screen. And I was like, literally, it's been 5 years.
Get it together
Yes,
with
you
your
get-
Zoom,
Get
people.
a grip. Yes.
I got to ask you guys on this. The like faded background where you make it kind of like fuzzy. Is that in or not? Because
Oh
I
my
tried that at the meeting
gosh.
yesterday and someone's like, I think Adam's in a smoking lounge.
Yeah, Adam
And I was
Adam
like,
did that. And I was like, bruh,
no.
you're in your office. It's not like you're at the beach trying to pretend like you're at work. Although I'm like zooming in for a different radio station, and then I've got my big old radio station background, right, which looks
Even the
stupid, but
whole
that's what
logo.
Adam. That's what I was trying to move it. Like, oh my gosh, this was so embarrassing. But then, like, once you're on the Zoom, you can't like shake the camera around. And then some guy made mention of it. He was like, "Ooh, it looks like we have people from other stations here." I'm like, "Oh my
Called out.
Sorry. It's me."
My word. We had a meeting today, and like it's a similar thing. A group is meeting in the Kansas City office, and you have like 4 other people zooming in from other locations. One girl turns her camera on. I think she was in bed. And like this girl definitely should be like at her desk, like doing like normally she's like at her kitchen counter doing stuff. And she turns her camera on for like 2 seconds and then immediately turns it off. And I was like, oh.
She's in bed. Well, here's what
I
happened.
think she was taking a nap.
I had that happen one time. I was taking a nap, and I always, like now you just like sleep with your phone. I was taking a nap in the middle of the day, and my phone rings, and so I answer it, and I'm fully in bed, and it was my boss from my radio station in Las Vegas FaceTiming me.
Oh,
and
no.
so I like answer it, and I'm like fully in bed, and I'm just like,
hold on. a
I
second.
like, it was. I was like, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't supposed to be like at a meeting at that time, but I didn't realize it was video too. Crazy.
Like, oh my gosh, that's a
awesome.
jump scare.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Whoops. Wrong number.
Yeah. I still remember that. Like, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing.
That's
And it's
Akko
something like
Taco.
you think about for a long time. Like other people in that meeting are not thinking about. Like other people that happens, it's like, oh, whatever, like it's fine. But like the embarrassment, I feel like stays for so long.
Yeah, that was an embarrassing situation. I'm going to always check now from here on out whether or not answering a video call when I'm sleeping.
We're going to confess, though, I'm not going to lie, that I definitely did one meeting with like a nice button down top and khaki shorts on. All you can see is from my chest up. I was like, just once, just to see how it is. And it was awesome.
That's so funny.
It's the best.
That was something that Braden had to take into consideration when he was interviewing for dental school. Sometimes with medical school interviews, because they started doing them online, because you used to have to just like fly in for the day. So once COVID happened, they kind of shifted it around. He had read on Reddit or like seen on social media and stuff that some people, when they're interviewing you, because you usually have to wear like a suit coat and a tie and whatever, they'll ask you to stand up so they can see.
Why?
Yeah.
What does it matter?
It matters with professionalism. I don't know.
Matter for what kind of dentist you're going to be. Who cares? I don't even care if my dentist comes IRL in, sweat shorts and a lab coat. Like, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
It
Don't
doesn't
they just
prove anything. You know what I heard at the way that it used to be, like before Zoom, that the guy who's turning 90, who owns the radio station I work at, like salespeople would come in and apply for jobs, and he would go rifle through their car to see if they were clean people, and he would judge them.
What?
He would judge them on the cleanliness of their car.
Isn't that called a minor?
How did you get a job?
I don't
my
know how I got a
word.
job because it wasn't for sales. It was for the creative side. Because
True.
I wouldn't get any sort of job if anyone rifled through my car.
You're like, I just like Diet Coke a lot. Don't mind all these cans. And all this other
Such a
stuff.
poop show. Such a poop
That's
show.
cray to the Z. I feel like you get arrested for that, going through a stranger's car.
Since when does the law ever apply to that guy? Never. That's what he
Oh
wants.
my gosh. That's awesome. I would have gotten hired. I don't mean to brag, but
I would
car.
have too.
clean car. Yeah,
Yep.
it would have happened.
Well, aren't you guys morally superior then?
Yep.
You're just morally
so.
superior.
I just shove it on the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Call it a day.
Like,
You'd have
what
been
do you
late,
keep- I
though.
mean, I guess as a mom, it's different. But like for me, it's like, what would I
True.
keep in my car? I'm not one of those people that keeps like hand like wipes in the glove compartment and hand sanitizer.
What do you keep in
and I
your
always have-
car?
Yeah,
Everything.
what are you keeping in your
Pizza,
car? Yeah.
eyelash curler,
Old French
hydration, files, everything you might need at some point on your driving adventure.
I have 3 things in my trunk. I have an emergency bag, which I was given as a gift. I don't know why. Secondly, cords, or what else called? I can't even think of the name.
Jumper cables.
Thank you, jumper cables. That's what I try to think of.
The fact that I thought of that is crazy.
I
was
got these
like,
cords
iPhone
with
chargers?
mouths.
Cords. Do you know how to jump a car?
I can, not right away, but if I can look at the lay of the land, I can figure it out.
Okay. You're going to
'Cause
YouTube it.
I 100% can
Duh.
YouTube it. Yes.
No, you
absolutely.
WikiHow that. You don't got
'Cause
time to
every-
watch the whole video. It's
Well,
red to red, black to black, whatever the heck
Yeah.
you got to. I don't know.
That's exactly what more do you need to know? Engine, car, we're good to go.
Sure,
And cords.
works.
And cords. And you need the cords.
Just a few really thick cords. don't touch the cords when they're charging. So there you have it. That's all you need. Oh, and I have a pair
guess-
of walking shoes.
Speaking of like jumping the battery in the car, I guess in a Tesla, you do not want to run out of battery because that is an
Oh, no.
expensive
No.
mistake. Because someone special has to come and what did they charge your battery or something? Mobile battery charger or something?
Oh my
And they were like,
gosh.
when the Tesla says 1% battery, it's 1%. It is not like you get to roll on fumes anywhere. There's no fumes.
Oh no, 1% is 1%.
I get this lecture probably once a week. Don't ever run out of battery in the Tesla.
It's probably good.
Also, I want to speak to something. People are now keying Teslas. Have you seen this? Because they're mad at Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, that's I guess
Yep.
a thing, huh?
Yeah. So, but here's what's so dumb. So dumb. Tesla's got cameras. They film everything.
Oh.
Everything.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oops.
And so,
Yeah.
like this one guy in orange pants, he took his key and he was like running it alongside of a Cybertruck or something. And the guy just like pulled up the video. Police apprehend him. He's still wearing the orange pants. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like, yeah, you do.
Have you on
Pretty
video?
sure you do.
Guess what else? Guess what else I just
Oh
heard?
no. What else are we keying?
Oh boy.
Okay, this is so funny. My sister was telling me about the neighborhood drama going on in her neighborhood.
Like
Okay?
you're whispering.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
just
know.
heard
It's
about
like
it.
you just-
Oh yeah.
No,
my
it's good.
gosh.
It's really good.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what happened in her neighborhood.
Oh no.
Some lady, we'll call her Karen. Karen gets on the neighborhood Facebook group and
love
calls
those.
out another lady, which we will call Becky, and says, Becky ran through the red light while the bus's lights were on and almost
Oh my
plowed
gosh.
over children. Look, Becky ignores all these traffic signals. Okay. So Karen calls her out for this and starts shaming her publicly on the
Oh, dear.
neighborhood Facebook page. Guess what Karen does? Pulls up video from her Tesla and
Shut
her
up.
husband. Her husband pulled up the video from the Tesla and he's like, not true. Here is video proof.
Wow.
Okay. And the lights
Wow.
were yellow, not red. And so they were like, maybe you should have stopped at yellow. But nonetheless, like it's not true what Karen had said.
Right.
So then they started calling each other names on the neighborhood Facebook page.
Oh my
That's
about how-
word.
awesome.
They hate each other. You know what I mean? It's like, you're this and you're
my
that and you're
gosh.
this. Then there's a poor woman. There's a poor woman who has cancer, like really bad
Oh.
cancer. She gets on there and she was like, think the neighborhood Facebook page is really the forum to confront someone. Like, let's confront
lady. I love this person already.
In private and compliment in public, okay? But yeah, you can't. I'm sorry, and maybe because I am an owner, but you can't mess with the Tesla owners. We got the video.
Always watching.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's like we used the Tesla cameras to our advantage when we were home over spring break.
What happened?
Because Tesla wised up, and they were listening to Twitter way back when, and someone said, "Hey, can you come up with a dog mode for my car? So then when I have to leave my dog in the car for a couple minutes, like they don't overheat and whatever."
Yeah.
So Teslas have dog mode, so it keeps the car at like 68 degrees, whatever, keeps the air running, like the whole thing. So we end up having to take our dog with us while we go get Braden and I will go get our haircuts. Because Mallory has haircut appointments. His parents aren't going to be home to watch her. We're like, okay, we'll just bring her to my parents. They aren't home right now, so like we'll just leave the car in dog mode. We end up only having to leave it in dog mode for like 20-ish minutes.
This whole sentence blows my mind.
But while Braden's sitting in the chair, he looks at his Tesla app. It's crazy. He looks at the Tesla app, and you can see the internal camera and watch your dog while your car is in dog mode.
What?
That's so awesome.
It's like a Furbo.
So
So like we were sitting there, and she was just sitting there in a little carrier, like looking around,
It's like a
and like
Furbo.
you can just watch your dog while it's parked.
Wouldn't it be awesome if you looked and your dog like had its paws on the wheel, like it was trying to like pretend to drive or something? It's just like living its best life. Little arm out the window.
We did use it later at Captain
Funny.
Sunday while we were getting ice cream, and she was looking around. Her paws were on the door, like she was looking, trying to look for all the
I'll take a
people.
double
She wanted to
scoop,
pop
Wolf.
up.
She wanted to pup up.
Exactly.
Where's my pup? She used the screen and she sent you a text. Pup, pup,
Hey, bring back
extra
Pup Cup.
large pup up,
Hashtag.
please. Pup up.
The paw print.
That's crazy. What doesn't Teslas have? I mean, do these things fly? This is crazy.
Hopefully, I almost had to move my Tesla remotely today.
Oh no! Did you get down to 1%?
What?
So I had to rush a neighbor to the ER today. And
oh no!
yeah, she's fine. Everything's okay. But
Good.
she called me and she was like, "Can you take me to the ER right now?" Yep, absolutely. So I pick her up and I drive her to ER. And they said I couldn't park there, but I didn't care because I thought it was she's fine. But I, just parked where I, and rushed her in, kind of thing.
Cold red.
Yeah, and I was like, "We need a wheelchair stat." And the lady's like, "Ma'am, there's like 14 of them in a row right behind you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." That's why I'm not a doctor.
My bad.
Yeah, whoops. But anyway, then they were like taking her back, and she wanted me to come with her, and they're like, "Ma'am, I'm going to need you to move your car." And I was like, I wish I could just like move it from my phone. I was so inconvenienced. I had to go out in the parking lot and physically move it.
Move my own car.
My gosh.
My word. What is this? The early 2000s?
I did plug in the address. I put in hospital, right? Because you're kind of flustered, and it's like just and the hospital's like 5 minutes away. I put in hospital.
Yeah, it's not far.
And then I put it in hurry mode.
There's a hurry mode now too.
Yeah,
There's a hurry mode.
There's a hurry mode.
Oh
There's
my
chill.
word.
There's chill, which my husband prefers that I make my car drive me in. There's standard, which is the one I really go in. And then when I'm taking my neighbor to the hospital, hurry mode.
Does this like siren light come from the roof and go on top and you can just like whip
And
through all
it
the lights?
diagnoses you while you're in the car.
It takes your heart rate while you're driving.
Yeah, that's right. Your BPM is as high as the NPH.
Yep.
Wow. This is insane.
chill
Are you
out.
driving a giant robot? Is that what Teslas pretty much are?
No, it's driving me.
Bro.
You think you're in control until panic mode.
People, Mallory was laughing at me today because it was still in hurry mode when I had to take her home from something. And she was like a little stressed about it. And I was like super chill. She goes, Mom, you literally don't even care. Like the road was ending and it was merging with the left lane. And I was like, it'll figure it out eventually. There's a truck like coming out. I'm not even concerned about it at all.
Yeah.
That's
Your trust
wild.
mode is a little too high,
My
if we're being
trust mode.
honest. It's
so
up
true.
there. It's more than
100%.
mine would be. Wow. Okay. Well, did it figure it out?
She got over it in the
Oh
nick of
my
time.
Gosh, that's insane.
Crazy.
So what? Okay, I gotta know. What's the difference between hurry mode and standard mode? Like, does it go a little bit faster than?
Okay, so this is what I noticed because I've never been in hurry mode before. It was very exciting.
You did it for
If
the first time, bringing a neighbor to the emergency room. Oh my gosh! What if it would have freaked
It's a
out?
hurry situation.
I figured it was legitimized. We had to get to the hospital. So I'm in hurry mode. Okay, so then when it was still in hurry mode and I didn't click it back, I was like, well, what is this thing doing? So there was a line of cars in the left lane, and then that right lane, like I said, kind of was the one that up a little bit ahead merged over back into the left lane.
Yeah.
My car skirted into the right lane, running out of runway, and then
Oh my
jerked back and skirted back into the left lane in the nick of time.
Oh my.
Just like I would drive. Just like I would drive.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Like my butt was on fire. Yeah,
It knows you.
it does.
It was like drive aggressively. You were not a defensive driver. You were offensive for sure.
Offensive for sure.
Hurry mode.
Hurry
This
mode
is
all the way.
wild. I think I'm internally, and we already know this, like 90 years old, because I can't comprehend that there's a dog mode and hurry mode in vehicles now. And then also what happened to me this past weekend on top of it.
Oh boy.
What's going on?
All right.
What's going
So
on?
I went to my first ever air show last weekend, which was actually really cool. There's a big Air Force base in the south side of Tucson. They do this biannually. It's a huge event. So I said, all right, I'll go with some church friends. But on the website, it says that you really shouldn't bring any backpacks or, like water bottles with liquid filled in it because you're going on a government base, right? Makes sense. So I figure, all right. Well,
Or
how can we
any
get around
corporate event these days, but go ahead.
that? Or at all.
Yeah, or
Right.
any sports game or any
So-
event period.
You don't get out much, do you, Adam?
Not the Air Force
Yeah, I heard about
bases.
the clear bag policy, the whole thing.
Well, so this is what I do. I grab a giant gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and I put in all the sunscreen and everything that you need. But here's the funniest. Here's how I know I'm 1,000 years old. 1,000
did it
years
get
old.
taken
you
away
guys.
from you?
No, they were fine with it because they could see what it was. It was great. But what I realized I'm super old is because I've never been in an air show. I don't know what's going to go on. I pack a deck of Uno cards in case there's time in between all the different events. So I'm walking up to this government armed line base to put all your stuff in with this giant stack of Uno cards in the Ziploc bag, which you can see everything. And I walk in and I meet my friends once they get there and through the line, and they say, "Did you bring Uno to an Air Force show?"
Sure did.
And I was like, there could be downtime.
Always be prepared.
I've become a dad without any kids. I literally brought everything. I brought extra earplugs in case people forgot them. What is happening? How did this happen?
Stop it.
Gosh.
It
Oh
was
my
hilarious.
gosh.
And it finally
So
hit
did
me. I
you
was
play
like,
Uno, or did the wind from the planes blow the cards all over the place?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
all the skip cards went everywhere. No, apparently in air show, there's a lot going on. So there was no time for Uno.
Yeah.
But we did use sunscreen, and someone did forget the earplugs. Thank you very much.
Oh,
So-
Dad.
But
Always
then-
got to have a
Way to
dad
be
on the trip.
Always. But then I had stuff in my pocket. So they're like, well, you got to empty your pockets too. So I was like, well, whatever. I tried.
Let me put
I'm
it
90
in my
years old.
Ziploc bag.
Zip, put
Okay,
them in there.
I heard a mom tip regarding this exact situation.
Oh, okay. In case the government wants to tackle you.
This is maybe more for the women out there. I don't know. But, everywhere now you have to bring a clear plastic bag to everything, right? Because they got to
Right.
be able to see
Yeah.
in security. But
Yep.
nothing prevents you from putting a not clear satchel in the clear bag.
Oh.
So when you get there, you throw a bag over your shoulder, and since it's not see-through, it protects it from the sun so everything doesn't melt.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Or I've seen like clear liners for purses. So then you just take the liner out and then like give it to the people, and then you just put it back in the non-clear bag.
There you go, Adam. Get a Merce.
Gosh, a sunproof
You already got
Merce.
the cargo shorts. Were you wearing New Balance shoes to this Air Force event by
bet he
chance
was.
with like ankle socks?
You were wearing those ugly thong
You wore
sandals, weren't you?
Well,
The
I mean,
thong flip flops.
what if they thought I snuck a knife in my shoe? Can't do that with flip flops. So there you go.
Gosh.
No, I did. Okay, I didn't wear flip flops. I did wear Nike running shoes with ankle socks because Ellie, it's going to happen to you too. It's a 7-hour event, and I'm going to be standing for 6 of those. I need support. I
they
can no
compression
longer.
socks. Like you can wear 10. Like okay, people are having a debate over this online because millennials like love the ankle sock, right?
Oh yeah.
Gen Z was like, get those out, team no show. No one needs to see your crusty socks. And then Gen Alpha was like, plot twist, you cannot wear low-rise tennis shoes without an ankle sock. Now I'm like, I'm conflicted because what on earth are we supposed to do? Because now I just have all these like no-show short socks, and then you're telling me I got to buy a pack of these ankle socks from Amazon when I'm wearing shorts, but then when you're wearing leggings, you got to wear the no-show socks. Like now it's just very dependent on the whole fit altogether.
See, the whole leggings thing, I'm not sure about, I guess, because I haven't had to do that. But I do know that ankle socks, because the problem is if they're too short of socks, then they fall under your foot and they get stuck in your shoe, and then it's just the worst. Then you're stuck with that all day.
I think that might be the quality of your socks. I'm not having that problem anymore.
Once you know what they say, once you go Bombas, you never go back.
I'm wearing Bombas right now. I love the Bombas socks, or the Lululemon socks are also good.
Yeah, I'm a Bombas girl. Bombas running is my favorite for sure.
I should look into that. I'm a smart wool kind of guy, but it's a little hot out here for smart wool.
Yeah, I was
isn't
gonna
it
say we
like
gotta retire
90
those.
there or something?
It was literally 94 here 2 days ago. We're like barely 2 weeks into spring, people. It's going to cool off.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it was a little toasty.
Wow, that's
Okay,
quite the
I have
heat
beef
wave.
though with Mr. Sun. Okay, here's the sitch. So let me paint a picture for you.
Calling out the star.
Yeah, no. So we have like a little fenced in backyard. Nothing big. It's a glorified patch of grass. Okay. However,
Oh, you
between the hours of 1 and 4, it gets sun. Like the sun's shining right down on it. So what did I do? Went to Amazon, bought myself a cutie little lawn chair, one that I can stick my face in and tan in and like lay flat on or sit up, do the whole thing. Okay. I looked at my phone today. The high was supposed to be 78 degrees. And I'm tracking the UV all day. We're going to hit 6 between 1:30 and 2:30. And I thought, awesome. I got all my work done before 1:30. I'll keep track of it on my phone. I'm going to plant my butt outside for a whole hour. I'm going to get this pail
lunch break,
gone.
quote
We're going to
unquote.
be precisely. I even told my manager about this, and she was like, wonderful idea. So like everyone is on board with this. Okay. I go out there, clouds. There is no sunshine to be seen. It is maybe a UV of 3. I'm out there for 10 minutes. I start feeling raindrops. I was like, what the heck? I literally strategically, and now at 4 o'clock when we're recording this outside, it's sunny and my backyard is getting full sun. But can I enjoy it? No. I was like, hello, my perfectly timed day of sunshine gone and raining. But whatever, it's fine.
I love how you have the whole Midwest trolling you.
Yes, literally. I was
Brutal.
like, my gosh.
Ellie texted me a link to those tanning chairs because my girls want them at home. And so I text them to the accountant and I'm like, pick up 2 of these before spring break. And he's like, we have to have a conversation before we start.
Oh my gosh.
We don't
Shut down.
I don't want to have a conversation. Just one click it, okay?
I will tell you, in case you do want to one click it, they're $30 at Target for Target Circle Week.
Oh,
This
that's
week?
a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Send me the link. How do I get that deal? Do I have a Target Circle?
I just saw it on TikTok. I don't think you need anything to like get the Target Circle deals. Like you just go and like they're having them, so you might be able to find them for like $35.
Do you have to get them in? Is Target Circle a situation where you get them in person or?
Probably.
Can I order them?
I don't know if you can order. You might be able to order them online. I don't know. Send
Okay.
Mallory. Mallory's there all the time.
Don't even get me started.
Are we sponsored? This guy sounds like a sponsor.
I wish. I wish.
Am
I
I
also
aware
have
of
beef with
something?
Target too. Because I tried to sell my cutie little cake plate. I'm just beefing today. Yeah.
Mad at
No,
everybody.
I tried to sell my cutie little cake plate, and of course, as soon as it starts getting views, Target doesn't sell the cake plate magically anymore,
It
and I
was
can't find one that's nearly as cute.
Adam, it was so sad. Ellie worked really hard. How many followers did you need before you could put a TikTok shop link up?
2,000. I needed 2,000 in order to join the Target affiliate program.
So
I got
I'm like
Hey.
promoting it to all my friends. I'm like, follow Ellie. She needs 2,000 followers. La, la, la. I mean, you got all of them organically, but you know, and
Yeah.
she gets the followers. She puts up the link. Target stops selling the thing she wants to sell.
Literally like week of, and I was like, I had a video go viral like the week after, and I was like, well, that stinks. Everyone's like, the link
Missed out
isn't
on
working, and I was
$14.
Well, darn. That could have
Hard
been half
to be
a
Gen
tanning
Z.
chair.
Adam, it's hard to be Gen Z.
I don't know
how
how
much
they
I'll
do
make
it.
if you buy those lawn chairs I sent you.
Yeah, there you go.
If you want more of the Momlennial podcast, well, then subscribe. That way you'll get new episodes without having to do the work, and that's totally our jam.